Hi everyone, my name is Jade Calver. I own and operate Calver Immigration Consulting Inc. We're a full-service immigration firm located in Ontario, Canada. Every week I make videos about your immigration tips and tricks and how to come to Canada. Today I'll be talking about getting prepared for an express entry application. So as of April 2022, Immigration Minister Sean Fraser announced that IRCC will resume invitations to apply for the Federal Skilled Worker Program, so that's for those who have work experience outside of Canada. The Canadian Experience Class, that's for those who have 1 year of work experience in Canada, as well as the Federal Skilled Trades Program, which is for tradespeople who either have a job offer in Canada or a certificate to practice their trade in Canada. As we predict, the rounds of invitation will see those with quite high scores first be invited to apply, similar to back in 2018 and 2019. I think those with scores of 500 or higher are safe to assume they'll see an invitation. And then eventually those in the high 400s will again see invitations to apply, which is usually where we see most international students at, somewhere in the mid to high 400s. I wanted to talk about some tips as to how to best prepare your express entry profile. So you want to ensure your entire application is as complete as it can be before you put your application into the pool. Once you receive that invitation to apply from the federal government, you'll only have 60 days to prepare all of your documentation. We all know when you're working and maybe potentially taking care of a family, those 60 days can be quite quick when it comes to gathering documentation, especially from other countries or past employers. You don't want to be left depending on people getting back to you within that 60-day period. So we always have clients prepare their express entry profile documentation ahead of time. So check that your documents are updated and that they're the most recent version. So work experience letters, if you finished working there, they should be dated after you finished working there. I also get pay slips for the duration of the period that my clients worked with that employer. Make sure that you have valid language testing scores. So you can take the IELTS general exam or the CELPIP general exam. There's also the TEF or the TCF for French. These need to be the general version of the exams and have been taken within the last 2 years. Don't get caught with an expired language exam or else your profile will be deemed to be incomplete. Make sure you have your educational evaluations done. So you only need this done for your highest level of education. So it goes PhD, master's, any university certificates, a bachelor's degree, and then high school or college certificates that took you less time than a bachelor's to do. And so what you need to do is get an educational credential assessment, so an ECA report. I usually use WES, which is World Education Services, to have these done. So any foreign work experience, you should have that highest credential done. If you have 2 credentials, so if you have a bachelor's degree plus a certificate, then you should have both of them done because it will give you additional points. Work experience letters, we touched on. Police certificates. So police certificates, this is really important for express entry. So I would have the police certificates done for any country in which you've lived in the last 10 years or since of the age of 18 for 6 months in a row or more. So if you've left the country, you can actually order those police certificates now. So if you're an international student who lived in your home country after the age of 18, you can order that police clearance now from that country and then apply for permanent residency. You don't need a police certificate from Canada, so that's something that can be helpful for the application. I also wanted to touch on translations with regards to your identification documents and documents in general for express entry. So make sure you have your translations done in the correct formatting. So you need a certified copy of the original as well as I provide the original and a certified translation just to ensure that Immigration Canada accepts it. And then make sure you have your other documentation ready. So marriage certificates, divorce certificates if you've been divorced, and I always have children's birth certificates ready as well. So as you can see, it's important to be ready for the express entry system. The 60 days that you have to prepare an application can go quite quickly, so we suggest in advance of the July 2022 draws that you start preparing your evidence now. If you have any questions about putting together an express entry profile or preparing evidence for an application, we're more than happy to assist. We are online at calverimmigrationservices.com.